the Expressionless. In June 1972, a bizarre and terrifying incident occurred at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. It was a night like any other, with doctors and nurses going about their routines. Suddenly, chaos erupted as a woman entered the emergency room covered in blood. She was unlike any patient they had ever seen. The woman was dressed in a white, blood-soaked gown and appeared to be in shock. Her face was unnerving, completely expressionless, smooth and featureless, like a mannequin. Her eyes, however, were lifelike and filled with a disturbing intensity. She moved with a mechanical stiffness, adding to her eerie appearance. The hospital staff, though shocked, quickly moved to assist her. Dr. Smith, a seasoned physician, approached the woman cautiously. As he examined her, he noticed something even more disturbing. The blood covering her wasn't her own. She had no visible injuries, no signs of trauma. Yet, her mouth was smeared with blood, suggesting she might have been involved in something horrific. When Dr. Smith asked the woman her name, she didn't respond. Instead, she turned her gaze to him, her eyes filled with a chilling emptiness. As the medical team prepared to sedate her, she suddenly became violent. With inhuman strength, she fought off several nurses, her expression remaining unchanged throughout the struggle. It took several staff members to restrain her. Even as she was strapped to a gurney, she exhibited an unnerving calmness. The staff injected her with a strong sedative, hoping to get answers once she was subdued. As the sedative took effect, the woman finally spoke. Her voice was calm, almost soothing, and completely at odds with the chaos she had caused. She said, "She is God." The room fell silent. The staff exchanged uneasy glances, unsure how to respond. Dr. Smith, trying to maintain his composure, asked her what she meant. She repeated the phrase, her voice unwavering, her face still expressionless. As the sedative took full effect, the woman fell into a deep sleep. The staff took the opportunity to clean her up and run tests. Despite their efforts, they found nothing to explain her condition. No records matched her description, and her fingerprints were not in any database. The next morning, the woman awoke. This time, she was calm and compliant. Dr. Smith and a psychiatrist, Dr. Thompson, entered her room to conduct an evaluation. They asked her several questions, but she provided no meaningful answers. Her expression remained blank, her eyes unblinking. Then, without warning, she attacked again. This time, her target was Dr. Thompson. With superhuman strength, she grabbed him by the throat and lifted him off the ground. The staff rushed to intervene, but she was too strong. As Dr. Smith tried to pry her fingers from Dr. Thompson's neck, Dr. Thompson's lifeless body dropped to the floor. The woman, still expressionless, turned her gaze to Dr. Smith. Terrified, he backed away. The staff finally managed to restrain her once more. The damage was done. Dr. Thompson was dead, and the woman showed no remorse. As security and additional medical staff flooded the room, the woman suddenly went limp. She offered no resistance as they secured her. Her expression remained blank, her eyes staring into the distance. The woman was moved to a high-security psychiatric ward, where she was kept under constant surveillance. Days turned into weeks, and the woman remained a mystery. She refused to speak, eat, or drink. Her expression never changed, and she showed no signs of aging or physical distress. Eventually, her presence began to affect the hospital staff. Several employees reported nightmares, feelings of unease, and a sense of being watched. One night, the woman vanished from her room without a trace. Surveillance footage showed her simply walking out, despite the locked doors and security measures. Her disappearance left the hospital staff and authorities baffled. To this day, no one knows who she was, where she came from, or what she wanted. The legend of the Expressionless remains one of the most chilling and mysterious tales in modern urban folklore. Some believe she was a supernatural being, while others think she was a victim of a bizarre experiment. Whatever the truth, her story continues to haunt those who hear it. A reminder of the thin line between the ordinary and the extraordinary.